Hello, my name is Susan. I am 58, 5'4" tall and a size 22. I like to tell you that information straight away because you, no doubtedly because of the thumbnail, are here to see how plus size clothes fit and flatter a plus size woman. So this is the second video that I have done where I've taken £100 budget, gone to one of the four main supermarkets to buy £100 worth of fashion. What does £100 buy you if you go to Nutmeg at Morrison's? The answer is it buys you all of this. I've got 7 different items here. One item was in the sale, so I suppose that is a bit of a cheat. Nutmeg, I believe, at Morrison's is such an underrated fashion outlet. I love Morrison's. It's very rare that I go in and I don't find 1 or 2 things that I like, and I've got regular things in my wardrobe that are from Nutmeg. So I came under budget at £96.50, I believe, or £97.50. You'll have to forgive my maths. So it's under budget, and I've got 7 items to show you today. The denim skirt, such a versatile item. I love this one because it is an actual very loose denim. It's not tight at all. The one denim skirt I've got from George, it's a bit tight at the moment, but we won't discuss that, is actually very, very stiff. Not only is this one stretchy, it's got that extra elastication on that back waistband there, and it looks like it's quite an A-line skirt. I also liked it because the split there isn't hopefully too revealing. Another issue with my Georgia Asda denim skirt that I got last year. I picked this up in a size 22 and it was £16. Secret trousers, as my daughter likes to call jumpsuits, where you think, oh, it's a pretty dress, and then you get it out and you realise it's secret trousers. I love a jumpsuit. I find them so flattering, so easy to wear, because it's just one outfit, like a dress, and you're done. You just got to think about shoes, a handbag, and it's all sorted. I love this pattern because it's sort of a very ethnic sort of pattern, quite subtle. It's not a huge print, so when you're standing back it doesn't look overwhelming, and hopefully that is going to be more flattering over the lumps and bumps. A size 22, it was £18. I'm hoping it's going to come to a good length on me. It feels like it's more of a cropped length, and it is in a stretchy sort of polyester crepey fabric. Got some nice weight to it, but not anything that's going to get you too overheated. Look at that beautiful pattern. I'm not sure it's coming up pretty good on the camera. It is a very dark khaki green, cream, and then a subtle light and dark navy blue. No, more of an Air Force blue. So that's the colours for the jumpsuit. This is my sale item, a pair of barrel-shaped jeans for £11, reduced from 16. Size 22 again. They look like they're going to be a good length on me. Let's just hope they actually fit around that belly. Nice denim. Got a little bit of stretch to them, but not too much. And obviously that barrel leg goes down longer. Classic pair of jeans, and what a bargain for £11. And if these fit, I'm more than tempted to go back and pick up another pair, because I do off the body like them. This is a top fashion item at the moment, isn't it? This sort of like open collar, sort of polo neck with that V shape. Reminds me very 1930s sort of style. This is in a sort of bouclette type knit. It's quite sort of thick actually, substantial, hopefully would wash well. Got little V vents at the sides there. £15, size 22. Yes, it's coming up true to colour in that sort of creamy, just off-white colour. I mentioned that top really gives me the 1930s sort of vibe about it, you know, with the, you can just imagine the ladies, can't you, in that with the wide leg trousers. So when I saw these navy blue pinstripe trousers, well, I was hooked. I thought that is going to be stunning. Wide leg. Now I'm looking at that pinstripe and I can't make up my mind whether it's white or a very, very, very pale pink. Either way, it's very nice. Elastication on this waistband, and no, that is a faux little tie there, so that actually won't tighten them up anymore. Little pockets, only £16, 22 short. Fingers crossed these are a good length on me. The next two items are tops. Oh, I'm not convinced about this one, so bear with me, but I've got a fabulous pair of red slingback shoes that I want to wear more of, so I need to get a little bit more red into my wardrobe. It's the print I'm not really sure about. I'm not sure if that is just a little bit too old-fashioned, but I had to give it a try because it was only £6.50. I picked it up in a size 22. I thought that would give me the coverage and the length that I want. It looks very nice and big. I remember wearing something like this back in the 80s. I'm trying to think of it wasn't red, but very, very similar to something I used to wear. I think it's the style that's putting me off. If that was in a nice floaty blouse or a dress, I think I would like it more, but we'll have to see how the style goes. So the last item is this navy blue top. You can see through it there, it is quite lightweight top, but it feels like it's got a bit of weight. I think it's because it's got long sleeves. It is in a cheeseclothy fabric. You can't see without seeing through it, can you? A cheeseclothy type fabric. Yes, you can see the texture there. And it's got some really nice features. This little ties that go down the front, so it's got a little bit peephole, but I'm glad that it's not open here. So often I've seen these and I'm thinking, well, I'd have to wear a little camisole underneath and then you're just going to spoil that look. I don't want everything on show. This has got long sleeves, a beautiful bit of embroidery there, some open fretwork sort of inserted ribbon, and elasticated cuffs. Again, that echoed on there, and then it falls down into quite a just loose fitting tunic top. Size 22, £15. I'm excited to try on my 7 items for £96 or £97.50. Do the maths if you really want to, but I came under budget of my £100. What a lot I bought from Nutmeg at Morrison's. Let's hope it fits and flatters. Or maybe not, because I've got another 2 supermarkets to do, and that would be £400 spent on this challenge on clothes. I'm telling you this as a friend. Get down to Nutmeg now and get some of these items, because wow, they are just amazing. This feels so super comfortable. It is perfect sizing for my 22. Doesn't cling here. I feel it just bags out a little bit, and this is just so on trend. Seeing these everywhere, I just feel really, really comfortable in it. I was a little bit worried it might be a little bit too masculine. I'm not sure if I might try to pick one up in a different colour, but I am certainly enjoying this style. and I like this neutral colour, which hopefully should go with lots and lots of things in my wardrobe. This feels absolutely beautiful, covers my bingo wings. It's got that collar, it's got that V that's just standing up so perfectly, and it just feels so comfortable. Just those stylish little V's, they are sort of gaping a little bit, and I'm not sure why, because I've got the excess fabric there, but I suppose that could be a feature, or maybe it's just the tag underneath that's catching on it. The denim skirt. This skirt is amazing. What I hadn't appreciated, not only has it got the elastication at the back for the comfort, it's actually got some darts here. I have never seen that in a denim skirt. Darts here to add with that fit. It gives me the fabric here, but they've gathered it in so I haven't got it on the waistband. Lovely sizing there for this 22. It's got a 2-button sort of elevated fastening there with a working zip, 2 little pockets on the front, and just a plain back. But look at it. Look how it is skimming over my tummy and my bottom. Look at that length. Isn't that a perfect length for a denim skirt? The sort of V there, that split, is a little bit more than I would really want. It's sort of coming up just above my knee, but when I'm standing straight, it's not open, so it's not showing my legs all the time. It's only when I walk that a little leg is going to peep out. Loving this skirt. Right, let's get on with the rest, because I got a feeling there's going to be some other crackers in this haul. I'm still undecided whether I like this top or not. It is very nice and long length on me. That is a positive, but in that drowning sort of pattern, is it doing me any favours? Highly unlikely I would wear it at the full length. More than likely I would ruche it up in some way, maybe even tuck it in and just wear it as a much shorter top. But it's nice to have the choice, isn't it, if I want a bit of a more cover up. The sleeves are nice and loose. I can feel that my bingo wings are not encased at all, and I've got some nice stretch across the back there. I'm impressed that this is only a 22 because it's not clinging so badly. It is definitely a generous sizing. That V-neck, yes, that's flattering. And it's nice, isn't it, to have a t-shirt that's not just a plain colour. Not sure about the print though. It feels nice and I can sort of get over it. But does it feel as cutting edge as the cream polo neck? No. But do you need to be cutting edge all the time? Sometimes you just want to be comfortable, don't you? I think this would look lovely with a white pair of linen trousers. I think I may need the extra coverage in that situation, but I couldn't wear crops with this long top because the proportions would be wrong. And even as I'm standing there, I can tell that the rule of thirds is being broken. Help me out. I really do need some advice about this top. Is it me? Absolute winners. The only concern I have is about the top, and I'm wondering if I should size down. It does feel a little bit big and baggy. I'm thinking if I was to size down, it just might be a little bit more form-fitting and sort of show off a little bit more shape, just a little bit. It feels big on the shoulders here. You can see where it's starting here, and it should be more up here. That's often an issue for me if you are a regular viewer. So I don't know if that is the fault of the design or of the fit. But look at that wonderful length. This is the length I look for because I just feel comfortable, protected, and in this style, rather than the red one, I don't feel absolutely drowned in it. I suppose it's because this is a plain print. That print was definitely very much bolder. I definitely feel it's oversized. I need to go down a size, I think. Yeah, you could even, if you were a little bit daring, risk having both of those ties undone. And like I said, I don't like it when they're all tied down the front, because who wants to have a top that you can see through? The sleeves, I pulled them back. I just felt like they were a little bit floppy. This elastic may need to be a little bit tighter, or maybe that would sort itself out if in the smaller size, where the sleeve was more up there, so that was better in proportion. But as a concept, I'm really liking this, and just a neutral navy, you can't go wrong, can you? This would go with your denims, it would go with navy trousers, and I'm hoping it's going to go with those lovely pinstripe ones I showed you as well. The jeans. Initially, I was over the moon when I put these on, but as I'm standing here, I feel that they too are a little bit big. Dare I go back and exchange them for a smaller size, or will I regret it because they will then cling too much here? Now, these are barrel shaped jeans, so they go like that. And so many people poo-poo them, but for my mind, they are so flattering because they give me the coverage here, and because of that style, this is not an issue. This just glides straight into the leg. The more I'm looking at them, I'm thinking though there is a little bit too much excess fabric here. I think if I could not be too tight on the waist with the size down, which I think I've got enough room there because there are also stretch in these, I think they would probably be better on the leg too. Yeah, I've even got the excess fabric up here. £11 bargain though, and I love the style and I love the length. I'm just thinking what I need to do is go back and size down to the size 20. Two things going back to get a smaller size. Now that is extra good news, isn't it? These are a little bit out my comfort zone actually, but I quite like them. This pinstripe sort of navy wide leg trousers surprised myself, and I think I like them because they glide so nicely over the tummy. Is it Marlene who always suggests we have wide leg trousers because it is just going to glide over? So often when I've tried that tactic, I've had too much here, or they just feel too long, too baggy, or whatever. A slight turn up, I think, even if I was to wear my chunky trainers, I think they would still drag on the floor, and I don't want to ruin the hem. So just a turn up and I think they will be fine. From the front, I don't feel it's too bad. I would probably wear a top that's pretty much about there, I think, and I have already tried these on with the cream top and I didn't like the contrast. I think I prefer it when it's just a straight silhouette, not breaking me up into thirds or whatever. So a right fitting top, or just a plain navy t-shirt, maybe with some red accessories, would really enhance this outfit. I really like these trousers. This particular pair though, I don't think I can keep. Let me just see, can you see that this pocket on this side is just pulling out just a little bit? And it's not for lack of fabric, it's just pulling out more than this side. That one is lying really nice and flat. Let me just get rid of this so I can... This leg is also lying flat, but this one, I don't know, it just seems to bulge out on this leg. I feel that the sewing is not as good on this side as it was on that side. It just seems a little lopsided. When I'm looking in the mirror, I'm just thinking, well, why does my leg bend out like that? So yes, I like them in theory. Hopefully they've got this another pair in store, because I think I'd like to see what the quality is like on another pair before I definitely decide. I don't think I could size down. There's enough room in that elasticated waistband. I feel it would be too tight here. So I will have to live with the bagginess on the legs. I just don't want to have one leg bigger than the other. And I think that's a clear example there. I'm struggling to pull that side out, whereas that side easily comes. It's like they've mismatched two pairs of legs. So really nice trousers, but I won't be keeping these ones. I'm undecided about this one, or I'm pretty much decided, but I just need you to confirm. I don't know if I need the size up, you know, I don't know if they do a 24. I just feel, although it's okay from the side, from the front, I just feel very conscious that this might be exposed, and also maybe a bit of a shelf on the bottom. What's really throwing my eye though is the fact that these patterns here are not matching up. It's throwing my eye. It's very subtle, they're only just out, but I think they could have done a better job of matching the pattern there, because it's just throwing my eye. Such a shame, because I like the shape. Pockets would have been spectacular. Yeah, I'm just looking in the mirror. Just those little saddlebags that just peeking out here. The length is lovely, sort of like a cropped. I think I probably would have liked it a little bit shorter, and obviously on somebody who's taller than 5'4", they would be a little bit shorter. But for me, maybe a turn up would do. But I just feel a little bit too exposed. I think it's just a little bit too form-fitting. That's not to say that it's clingy and awful. I just don't feel comfortable enough to be wearing it. Nice little sash belt here with some little faux wood little toggles on the end. It's falling off my sleeve there, off my shoulder. There's no elastication here, so that is a bit of an issue, isn't it? Because it's falling off. Could have done with just a little bit of elastication, just so that stayed up. The weight of this sleeve pulling it down, but they're nice sleeves and they're not too tight either. But no, I can see it's also clinging here. Right, made up my mind, ladies, but just confirm it for me. This one is going back. So I asked, what does £100 buy me at Nutmeg at Morrison's? And I think you can tell that it buys you a lot. But what do we think about it? Beautiful in a different colour, just too bright for me. The jeans, absolutely amazing in that sale price. I'm going to go back and hopefully buy a smaller size. The trousers, absolutely amazing. I felt so stylish in them, but I also felt subtle. Yes, subtle, that is the word. Going to take them back, and hopefully they've got the same size but in slightly sewn better. I don't think so, ladies. Try to convince me if you dare, but I don't think this bright, vibrant pink print is for me. Very tempted by the cheesecloth top. I think I will see if they have a smaller size and how that fits, because what was it? The Peacocks haul. I thought the size was too big. I sent it back and got the smaller size, and the smaller size was much too small. Denim skirt, a definite keeper. I don't have to think about that. £16. It is so super flattering. Those darts on the front and the back and that elasticated waist, perfect fit. Absolutely amazing. Honestly, I know I've had a few misses today, but nutmeg clothes should not be overlooked. Go and check out your nutmeg now, because hopefully you will be just as pleased as I am. Thank you so much for watching. You know what I'm going to say. Please push that subscribe button. Give me a thumbs up. Comments down below. But the most important thing is you come back and you watch me again. Goodbye for now.